Our next topic is input output redirection in Linux. So as we know, by default the standard input device is the keyboard. So if I go to Kali Linux, so whatever I type, suppose if I say ls and let me hit enter, so I give input from the keyboard. I type ls and it show me everything on the screen. Ls, it show me everything. So it means the default input device is the keyboard and the default output device is the screen. Similarly, the output error is also the screen. So if I go back and suppose if I done any mistake, suppose if I say whatever and hit enter, so they say the command is not found. It show me on the screen that this is an error and the command adfsdfsd command is not found. However, what we can do, we can change this redirection. Rather than to display on the screen, we can redirect them to a file maybe. And similarly, rather than to take an input from a keyboard, we can take input from somewhere else. So this is called input output redirection. We can change the input and we can change the output direction. Why we do this one? Actually, this redirection provide powerful and flexible way to control a Linux data flow. And we can use this for multiple purpose, to filter them, to modify the direction and so on. Now let's discuss the input output redirection commands. The first one is the greater than sign. This greater than sign is used to redirect the output to a file. Rather than to display on the screen, you can redirect them to a file. If the file is not created, it will create the file first and then it will put whatever you type them, whatever you use, whatever the command. Rather than to display on the screen, it will redirect them to a file. However, if you use this command again, it will overwrite the data. So for that purpose, what you can do, you can use a double greater than sign. What they will do the same thing. It will redirect the output to a file. However, it will append them. Means it will not overwrite, but it will add the details. I will show you in the lab, then you will understand. Similarly, if you want both the standard output and standard error to a file, so for both purpose you can use ampersand and greater than sign. Again, similar like this one, if you use this command, it will overwrite. However, if you want to append them, or you don't want to overwrite but just to add the error, either the output, then you can use ampersand and a double greater than sign. Now coming to the other sign, the command which we can use, two greater than sign. It is used for error. Suppose maybe you type a command which give you an error and you want to redirect that error to a file, you can use 2 and greater than sign. And similar like this story, if you don't want to overwrite, then you can use 2 and double greater than sign. Similarly, we have a greater than and ampersand. This is used same like this one. Here the ampersand is before and here is the after. So it will give you the same result. It's up to you. You want to use this one or this one. So again, it will redirect the output and error to a file. It's up to you. Then we have less than. Less than, this is the opposite of this one. Less than is used to redirect the input from a file. It will get the input from a file and it will display you whatever you want to use them, by the way. Similarly, we have double less than sign. It is used to redirect input from here document and pass input to a command without using a file. I will show you this, then you will understand. Then we have a pipe sign used to redirect the output of one command as an input to another command. Then we have a T command is used to redirect the output to a file while still display the output on the screen. So it will redirect the output to a file, however still it will display the output on the screens, and then we can use T. And then we have triple less than sign. This triple less than sign, we can use this for a here string. So you have a string, you have a sentence, and you want to take as an input and whatever you want to use them. So then you can use this triple less than sign. And finally, we have a div and null if it is used to discard the output. Like in protocol, we also use such things. So if you want to destroy something, you can send them to div and null. So these are our input output redirection command. So in next video, I will show you how to use them and how it is work.